Right, hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be making my predictions for game week number 8 of the EFL Championship season. We're in the middle of what is a 3-game week, and yeah, I did pretty well last week. Let's see how I did. I got 3 outcomes correct. I got West Brom Leicester drawing 1-1, I got Swansea Millwall drawing 1-1, and I got Ipswich 2-1 win against Portsmouth correct, alongside 3 other outcomes correct. So that is 12 points, taking my season total up to 42. And here is how the championship table looks after 7 matches. And let's get on with predicting this midweek's matches. The first game up is Birmingham against Sheffield Wednesday. And this is an interesting one. Sheffield Wednesday got a 1-1 draw last week. Birmingham with that 3-0 heavy defeat against Coventry. That was at the CBS, and at St Andrews I think Birmingham can get back to winning ways. But Sheffield Wednesday have been fairly impressive this season. They've been popping up with surprise results at some points in the season. And I think Birmingham haven't yet got to their full potential, so I'm going to sit on the fence with a 1-1 draw on this first one. I think both teams are going to get a point here, so 1-1 is where I'm going. Next up we have got Hull City against Preston North End. And this is another tricky one because, Hull lost last week to Watford 2-1, and Preston have been alright. I think they got a draw, but I don't know which way to go with this because Hull have been, like Birmingham, they've been popping up with results here and there, but Preston have won. Preston have kept winning, and I don't know. I think Paul Heckingbottom's side is looking strong, but so are Hull at the minute. I'm actually going to back Preston. I haven't backed them enough this season for what they're doing, so I'm going Preston 2-1. I think they might just get the away victory over the line, but this could be a Desmond, it could be a draw, but I'm going 2-1 to the away side on this one. Next up we've got Sheffield United against Southampton, maybe one of the big games this week. And Sheffield United did get up to winning ways with a 1-0 victory against Oxford yesterday, and Southampton drew 1-1 with Middlesbrough. I predicted 2-2, so I got the draw right. Thing is, Southampton have been dropping points recently, and Sheffield United at home I am worried about as a Southampton fan, but I don't know. I think Southampton have to start getting results over the line soon, or they might sack Will Steele, and I'm not sure that would be the end of the world if they did. But Sheffield United have been, fairly shaky this season, and I am going to back Southampton 2-1. I don't know why. I could see this being a draw, even a Sheffield United win, but I'm going to back Southampton to do it 2-1. I think Southampton will need to start getting to winning ways soon, or they could be in trouble. Next up we've got Blackburn Rovers against Swansea City, and both these sides, they've been difficult to predict this season. I have slightly been more impressed by Swansea. They've been pushing up towards mid-table, the playoffs, and going for that playoff push. Meanwhile, Blackburn, they've been an interesting one because they've been losing quite a few matches, but they've also, they were on their way to beating Ipswich, which was pretty impressive. It is at Ewood Park, and I think I prefer Blackburn at home. But it is against a tricky Swansea side. I am going for a draw. I'm going 1-1 on this one. I can see both teams taking a point and pushing up the table more towards their goals, and a 1-1 is where I'm going on this one. And next up we've got Leicester City against Wrexham, and oh boy, this is this is going to be a tricky one. Leicester did lose, I think, was it 1-0? No, they drew. Leicester were very lucky to equalise. West Brom led for so long, didn't they? 1-1 it ended, and Wrexham also drew 1-1 with Derby. I'm not sure Wrexham have been getting results over the line, and Leicester have been doing the same, but I have been more impressed by them. And I think back at the King Power Stadium, Leicester should be able to just get the 3 points over the line. I don't think it'll be easy. Wrexham like to score a goal, but it doesn't seem to be more than that. And Leicester, as much as this could be a draw, I think Leicester will get the win over the line at home, 2-1. I think it could be close, but Leicester just edge it. So 2-1 Leicester is where I'm going. Next up, we've got Middlesbrough against Stoke. And what an interesting matchup this is. Middlesbrough with a 100% unbeaten record, not 100% win record, but they yet to be beaten in the league this season with what, 4 wins, 3 draws, or 5 wins, 2 draws, and they're top of the table. And Stoke have started all right, but they did lose. They drew 1-1 with Norwich. They've dropped points again, and against the Middlesbrough side at home, I do fancy Middlesbrough in this one. I think Borough will keep their unbeaten record going past this match. As much as I have been impressed with Mark Robins at Stoke, and just feel like the job Rob Edwards is doing there at the minute is incredible, I don't think it'll be a thrashing. I'm actually just going with 1 goal. I'm going 1-0 Middlesbrough. I think Stoke will be in the game. It wouldn't surprise me if they could score a goal, but I can only see a Middlesbrough win here, so 1-0. And next up, we've got Bristol City against Ipswich Town. And I have said the last few prediction videos, I think Ipswich are up and running now. And they need to be if they want to make top 2, like I predicted at the start of the season. The thing is, Bristol City have looked strong at times this season, especially at home. Of course, they did lose 3-1 to Oxford a couple of weeks ago, or about a week ago, and can't remember what they did this week, but they like to get results over the line, and Ipswich haven't played their brilliant best. I do like what Ipswich are doing better at home this season, so I'm going to sit on the fence with another 1-1 draw on this one. I think Ipswich will just be happy to pick up a point, as will Bristol City, but Ipswich in particular, 1 point away from home, then go to home, I think, next weekend and, try and get the win over the line. And that won't hamper them too much, so 1-1 is I'm going. Next up, we've got Derby County against Charlton Athletic. And this is another tricky one. Derby is another side I haven't backed nearly enough this season. And Charlton, I feel like I may have backed a bit too much. With Derby being the home side, I want to give them the very narrow win here. But I have been impressed with what Charlton have done recently. It could be a draw, but I'm always tricked by draws. Could be a draw and then it would be a Derby win. That's the problem. I've had quite a few draws already in this video. I think I might just back Derby to do it. I like Charlton more at home, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was a draw, but I'm going to go Derby to win it 1-0. I think Derby will just, like they've been doing this season already, just getting it over the line. So 1-0 Derby. Next up, we've got Millwall against Coventry. And Coventry are currently sitting second in the table after that 3-0 thrashing of Birmingham. And Millwall have been alright. I did predict their 1-1 draw against Swansea correct yesterday. So that was some good news. I think going back to home, Millwall are very cagey. And Coventry have been good, but they've got a couple draws here and there. And Millwall are a side that I think are pushing for playoffs. And I am going to back them for a 1-1 draw. I think if I had to pick a winner, I would pick Cov, based on their form. I have liked what Frank Lampard's doing with them. But Millwall have been impressive, and I think they can, especially at home, get the result of the line. So 1-1 is where I'm going on this one. Next up, we've got Portsmouth against Watford. And this is another one where, the thing is, last time Portsmouth played at home, I predicted 3-0, and they lost, I think 2-0, to Sheffield Wednesday. Watford, I predict Watford to get results at home, but away from home less so. And I think Fratton Park's not an easy place to go to and get the points. And I think if Portsmouth are pushing, they can get a few goals, especially at home. And I don't see Watford winning here. But I'm going for a few goals. I'm going Portsmouth to win it 3-1. I don't know why. I just haven't been overly impressed and convinced by Watford and what they've done so far this season. And Portsmouth, I haven't been overly impressed by either, but I do like them at home. So I am going for the Portsmouth home win in this one. And next up, we've got Norwich City against West Brom. And West Brom, we already talked about them briefly when I made my Leicester prediction. West Brom was so unlucky not to get the win on Friday night, even though that 1-1 was what I did predict, so it's 3 points in my predictions. But West Brom deserved the win. It was a last-minute own goal that cost them the victory in the 93rd minute. And Norwich, they did just get a 1-1 draw against Stoke, which isn't a bad result. But the thing is, like, I've predicted them to make playoffs this season, and I have predicted them to win a lot of matches this season. But what has been happening is Norwich haven't had a great home form so far this season. West Brom are a team that are pushing. They're in the playoffs right now, and I think they will stay there with a win here. I'm not going to predict many teams, I don't think, this season to go to Carrow Road and get a win. But West Brom is going to be one. I'm going 2-1 to the away side, 2-1 West Brom. I think West Brom are going to need another 3 points, get another 3 points, and push on to, even higher in the table. So 2-1 West Brom. And then the final game is QPR against Oxford United. And this is another tricky one. These are two sides that like to show up on their day and, well, show you up, you know. These are two sides I could easily predict to lose, and then they'll go on and win. Like, they'll get a result. I do look at QPR, though, being the home side, and I do think QPR will get the win over the line here. Sure, they drew, I think, midweek. Well, not midweek, but yesterday. And Oxford, they did lose 1-0 to the struggling Sheffield United. But it wouldn't surprise me if Oxford got a goal here. But I am going for a QPR win and a clean sheet at home. I'm going 2-0 QPR. I think they are going to need to start winning some matches to push up the table, and 2-0 is where I'm going, clean sheet to boot. And there you have it, guys, all 12 championship matches for this coming midweek's matches all predicted, and yeah, we'll see how well these predictions turn out to be, and I will make my predictions for next weekend after these matches are done, so maybe Wednesday, but stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll see how many I get right, and I'll see you all in the next one.